Lee Iacocca said, "The discipline of writing something down is the first step toward making it happen." Many people have found this to be true through the ages. Henriette Ann Clouser is an English literature professor and popular speaker. In her book, Write It Down, Make It Happen, she highlights how we can be on the road to achieving greatness in all aspects of life just by writing things down. Lists organize our thoughts, allow us to process our feelings, and keep us on track to know what is important and what isn't. Creating a list and jotting it down on paper causes our hopes, dreams, and wishes to be brought to the forefront of our consciousness. Many anecdotal stories have been collected which defend the idea that the things on our list materialize just because we have gone through the physical act of writing it down. We leave it in a spot where we see it all the time, or we can refer to it to see if we have accomplished what we have set out to do. Technology has since tried to make our list-making capabilities easier and more refined. However, good old pen and paper trump the iPhone, computer, Outlook Express notes, and so on. The reason is that we may not look at the notes on our phone as often as we look at a paper planner that has each meeting, each appointment, and each important date scribbled down. Perhaps the reason why all of those wishes on that honey to-do list in your head haven't come to fruition yet is because you haven't put the pen to the paper. It is not visible except to you in your own head, especially when you start to see all of the things that your honey hasn't quite gotten around to completing yet. Writing down a grocery list is a mundane example of the power of creating a list. We write down the things we need: eggs, chicken, broccoli, kale. We set out on a mission to put all of these things in our basket, and we will not leave the store until we have all the items paid for and bagged. In the rare occasion that the first store was out of kale, we go to a different store until we can cross everything off that list. The same holds true to the tasks we would like to accomplish within the work week, or the personal goals we have with our relationships, finances, education, or health. Writing out our plans in the form of a list is a habit that can aid in promoting great success, productivity, and sometimes clarity. When we are grateful, write it down. Feel joy. If you are in love or falling back into love, write a love note. Feel butterflies and excitement again. Stressed out? Have a journal and express what's making you feel so unsettled and feel relieved by allowing the words to flow out onto the paper. Do you want to get more healthy or fit? Then track your progress by using a workout and nutrition log. Feel empowered. We all want to be more productive, right? Well, then make that to-do list so that you will instill in yourself the habit of wanting to tackle each item with a purpose. In order for your lists to serve as a catalyst, they should be organized. Some experts advocate that you create a separate list for things you need to finish today versus things that are not urgent or things that are even further away on the horizon. We suggest that you take it a step further. Go ahead and create one big list, all on the same sheet of paper, that includes every to-do item. Write them down as they come to you. They do not have to be in any specific order. Next, code your goals with a notation in the left column. You can put a T for what has to be done today and a W for what needs to be done within a week. You can also use stars, circles, or whatever is meaningful to you. Be sure to indicate which goals are urgent, which goals are non-urgent, and which goals are approaching in the near future. When you separate how important it is to complete each task or goal in the present moment, it alleviates some of the panic and pressure. You don't have to worry about whether you'll remember to get it all done. The record is already there. A large, unorganized list can be so daunting and overwhelming that it actually has a detrimental effect on our motivation to tackle each entry. Some people get caught up in trying to finish every single task on a list that they end up working on something that has little importance in the grand scheme of things. Then they wonder how they got so behind on several important projects that should have been tended to in the first place. To pare down your goals beyond the importance of each, organize each item into categories of easy, moderate, or difficult. If you have an easy goal that doesn't take much time, start with that. The simple act of checking off or crossing off an easy task still leaves us with a sense of accomplishment. This is what makes the voice in our head say, "Yeah, you're on a roll. What else can we get done?" When you're working on the category of things you've listed as difficult to do, we suggest doing something that will truly turn your to-dos into ta-das. For the items on your list that are difficult to do, time-consuming, or if it's just something you're not motivated to do, leave a space on the line underneath when you write it out. This empty line will become magical to you. Break this difficult task into 3 smaller, easier to accomplish steps to get to the goal that you've listed on the line above. These 3 smaller tasks all of a sudden don't seem so difficult to do when compared to one large, daunting task. These mini tasks can be some of those quick, easy goals that can be done today. Then your difficult goal is a little easier and closer to completion. Focus your time on what is important to you each day. Write down what you want to accomplish. And enjoy the satisfaction of checking those things off the list. As the Tao Te Ching says, confront the difficult while it is still easy. Accomplish the great task by a series of small acts.